And it's the final segment of this week's podcast.
Closing.
And it's not even the one that I was gonna do. It's still about the United States Army, but when I was looking up for the information, getting everything ready to you guys, and Kenny he'll tell you it fucking blew even my mind.
It needed to come out.
Like, the United States Army, check this shit out, has taken a stance against the slogan of the sitting president of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Army is investigating the president for white supremacy. It is taking a fucking political stance and violating, I think it's the, I'm gonna probably fucking butcher this, but the Hatchet Act, or Hachai Act, it begins with an H. I'll look it up and put it down in the graphics below. I'm bad with names, I'm sorry. And this is just fucking ridiculous.
Wow.
Like,
I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just looking at this and it's like...
After all the murders on Fort Hood, and now this, Civil War's coming.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, this is just ridiculous. I don't even know how to accept that. You know, like, white supremacy intensified right here. This is really go back to this graph real quick. Like, everyone's gonna like see this shit in its entirety here. But yeah, you know, look at this here, guys. You got lynching. You got some hate crimes, blackface. You know, the N-word. Wow, there's some quite clear racial gestures and slurs. And look at this, even some organizations in there. Now I'm trying to follow this. Let's see.
What's going on here?
Wow, I don't know this. When you read this entire pyramid here, this gets pretty intense.
We'll read it.
Dude, this is too much. Like, it's like every racial thought known to man is in this pyramid.
Is that the actual Trump campaign, or is that the fucking just something the army grafted?
I think it's grafted by the looks of it, just based off of how it's combined.
Oh, so it's just some fucking random leftist graft?
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like to me.
And this is in the Military Times, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the Army's daily newspaper.
Wow. So apparently, you know, like, granted, there's probably more to this that we're missing that explains a lot more of what we're kind of not hitting.
Well, they fucking opened another fucking intersectionality department, gender racism thing, far leftist nonsense. It's basically a fucking church.
You know,
this shit's become a religion, man. It really has.
It's one of those things.
Tim Pool was right. It's a fucking religion.
That's amazing.
But yeah, no, the fucking army has been like really fucking up right now. That woman disappeared when she had the sexual assault allegations. So like she was in the news in the limelight, and it was an investigation for her, and that shit turned up like 5 or 6 bodies.
Yeah, but hasn't that been something that they're looking into that has been going on for years?
But yeah, they're investigating the whole fucking command, because like they chopped her up into little pieces, and this is gonna get graphics, folks. So I'm sorry. Like they banged her in the head with a fucking hammer that can't leave the arms room that's attached to the thing. They probably fucking raped the bitch, and fucking one dude shot himself for it. But they hacked her into little pieces, put her in little baggies, and dragged her out. Fucking disposed of the fucking pieces. And do you know how much blood's in the human body? It's going to take more than fucking a dude that killed himself, his friend, and his friend's wife to do that. You're going to have to move all that equipment out. It's all going to have to be fucking scrubbed down.
Wow. Unless they're dextering it with some plastic on the walls, I suppose.
No, it's like, that's a whole command thing. Wow. Especially since every body they found was of almost every body they found was of soldiers that were labeled desertion.
Wow, so more or less, like, if you went to this installation in particular and you decided for desertion, you totally desertioned your life.
Yeah, congratulations, you were in an accident. Your mom's not getting your money, or your wife's not getting your fucking insurance money, because they're going to label you AWOL and call you a shitbag.
Wow, can you just imagine you're sitting here one night just hanging out in your area, you know, just trying to make some life choices that you feel might be best for you, and all of a sudden here they come. Hey,
I mean,
we're gonna snatch you up, and we're just gonna this is gonna be your evening. Don't worry, 72 pieces.
I just like they're supposed to remain apolitical. There's a fucking law in place for that. I was mentioning it earlier. I can't pronounce it. The Hatchet Act.
The Hatchet Act.
It's something like
ironic, seeing that
it may not be called the Hatchet Act. I'm butchering the name. It just begins. It's a weird pronunciation word that begins with an H.
We'll roll with it. Hatchet Act, we're going to take it for now. It works.
There'll be a fucking. It'll probably show up.
Don't worry, we'll post it somewhere.
It'll probably show up on a T-shirt or a hat. Some army person fucking hatcheting like the fucking Constitution or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they've been doing for a while now.
No, it's fucking crazy. I served in the army and I knew leadership was getting toxic and shit, and that shit was bad. But it's like this year, like it's like a Twilight Zone. Shit just escalated like to fucking 10, like instantly.
Yeah.
You know, the Marines banned the display of the Confederate flag on Marine property, which is fine, but they also said that you can't put it on private property.
See, that's where you cross the line. Like, you should have the right to do what you want, even though I don't agree.
I don't give a shit about that flag.
Whatever, myself, but like.
But you don't have a right to regulate somebody's personal property.
Do whatever you're gonna do. Your opinion's your opinion.
No, this shit's just getting crazy. The military is not supposed to take stances like this. Like, I honestly think that if Trump wins, Biden's right, the army's going to try and remove him.
Yeah.
He's fucking... I can't believe I said that because the bastard's old and senile, but I think he's right.
It's kind of frightening.
They're setting the seeds for it.
Yeah.
How do you investigate a political campaign slogan for fucking white supremacy in an organization where you're supposed to remain apolitical?
You can't. It's just it's not possible. You have to try and like redevelop the entire system at that moment.
No, our whole system's falling apart. Like I don't think we can prevent the coming fucking. I think war is going to be here in China.
Well, you know, sometimes, like most people would say right about now, especially these days, it's about time.
I mean, empires collapse every 200 years or so. It might be our time. It just might be our time. Fracture, give all those lands back to the Indians like we were talking about earlier.
Hey, whatever. You know, they're going to want to stay just as free as we're staying because they just finally got it back. So I think no matter what, we're all going to join together with whatever comes our way in the future and get through it as a whole.
Become the next Mohicans.
Mohicans. The shirt.
Bringing that shit back. I just really can't believe the government. It's like the army is taking a far left stance. It is.
But are you really surprised? Let's be real.
No, it's fucking. All it is them trying to save face because the command fucking raped a girl to death and fucking killed a whole bunch of other fucking people.
Yeah, but if they killed a whole bunch of other people, then
there's an investigation into that whole command.
No, I understand, but the point of the matter is, if we believe it happened to one, and there's like multiple bodies at this point that we're finding in this situation, if they're all female, there's a 9.
They're not all female.
Well, if they're at least
they're all one of them died in a car accident, and then they labeled them desertion. At least that's what the report said.
That's interesting. So you mean more or less?
Basically, if you disappeared and the army didn't want to pay money, they fucking labeled you a desertion. They buried you in the backwoods of Fort Hood because it's too large to police, and they need to fucking decommission that bitch. And then they fucking labeled you desertion and told your fucking family to fuck off. You ain't getting you $400,000.
Wow, so let's look at it from this perspective. So when they go through, and we're obviously going to get some, you know, DNA sampling or whatever, dental work, whatever they're going to do to figure out who these people were, do you believe they're going to compensate them? And probably even
the army's going to fucking deny it and say they changed and nothing's going to happen. And it's going to be the same old fuckery that it's always been. The army's good at fuck games. The fuckery in the army, it's just unparalleled. I don't even know how to explain it to people that are not in the military. Our military listeners will not. It's fucking insane how retarded some of the units are and some of the command is.
Wow. It seems like one of those things. It's going to be one of these never-ending cycles unless we find a way to stop it.
Oh, I mean, I don't even know if we can stop it at this point. But at this point, Trump's the only right enough candidate. He might not even be right. But you're going to throw all your votes at him, but that's only going to work if everybody goes Republican. But if it's like a fucking wolf in a hen house type deal, a fox in a hen house type deal, you know, there's nothing we can do because we throw all those eggs in those baskets. They all fucking get voted in, but they're all part of this bullshit.
Yeah, but as we know at this point, you know, there's a lot of people that are definitely not going to vote Trump.
I mean, fucking, there's a bunch of never Trumpers, there's a bunch of never Biden people. That's irrelevant. Like, I don't think we can survive the Union. I think we're gonna fracture. We're gonna turn into like multiple territories, maybe even multiple countries.
Wow. That's some food for thought right there. That's something we all have to process a little bit, you know.
Yeah, with that sadness, I think we're gonna end this podcast here.
Yeah, so let us know what you think about today's segment in the comments section below. Link, like, share, comment, join.
Yeah, and don't forget there's a group page and a Patreon and a subscribe star if you want to help these old bastards. Because, you know, we're doing this, we don't really get paid. Everything helps. We gotta put it into a new studio to help make this even better for you guys. And remember, until we see you next week, that's on point.